Alrighty, traders. Alrighty. I think we're live. We are live. I hope I hope this stuff is actually working. I hope this is actually working. I just wanted to come on today, guys, to do a bit of a live stream. Actually, do something a bit different when it comes to these markets and do a bit of live stream. I hope this is working. And talk to you guys about a lot of things that have been happening in the markets. And when it comes to gold, when it comes to silver, when it comes to the stock market, and when it comes to the greatest opportunity we are seeing right now in probably our lifetimes, right? Especially, especially if you've been involved with the markets now for a little bit of time. This is right now what we are experiencing, guys. Right now, what we are experiencing is we are experiencing one of the greatest opportunities for you to set yourself up financially right now, just underneath our feet. We really are. And it's one of those things, guys, that I truly, honestly believe that if we continue to focus on what's going on around us and study, that the wealth creation in your life is going to be immense over this period of time that is happening right now. And that's the sort of thing that I really wanted to focus on. So guys, can you give me something in the chat box that you can see me, that you can hear me? This wasn't planned. I just decided to turn this thing on this morning and do this live stream for you guys. So, hey, I love the emojis. I never figure out how to do the emojis in the in the chat box there. I don't know how to do the emojis. All right, fantastic, guys. So that's the thing. That's the thing that I really want to focus on in today's session, guys. I really want to focus on helping you look at the big picture here as well, too. Okay, and I really want to focus on helping you look at what's really going on in the markets right now, and how do we make sense of what's going on right now, and why this is the greatest, guys. This is the greatest opportunity right now that we have seen in our lifetimes. And I can look at the charts, and then if you go back, and I can look at the charts and do that sort of stuff as well too. But guys, give me a thumbs up in the chat box, or give me a yes in the chat box if you actually would like me to do more of these live streams where I can just do like a one-on-one, like I can just do maybe Q&A and just do this live stream where it's just me and just having a good chat about maybe some my stuff as well too, personal things, my personal trading and stuff like that. So just let me know if you'd like me to do more of this sort of stuff moving forward. I don't normally do live streams, as you guys know, but I want to give back. I want to help you guys. I want to help you guys see what I'm seeing, and help you guys with your journey when it comes to that as well too. All right, traders. So let's actually get into today's session, and let's actually talk about a few things. First thing, I want to talk about gold and silver and inflation and the mining sector here. One thing that I do see being a continuous is that you caught me at home, so oh, fantastic. Well, thank you guys. Thank you. One thing that I definitely do see, guys, right now when it comes to gold and silver and the mining sector, one thing I look at the mining sector, guys, and I look at gold and silver and my study and my research on things that have happened. I look at that and I see that for investing purposes, I truly believe that the mining sector and gold and silver are going to be one of the outperformers this decade. So if you're looking for a long-term investing, like buy and hold, like people love property, right? People love property. It's like, oh my goodness, if you bought really good property this day and over the next 10 years, cash on cash, you could make 100% return cash on cash. Or something like that. Market goes up 50%, 100% return. And so I look at that, right? I look at that and I see gold. Gold right now, guys, gold, silver, and the mining sector I truly believe that we are where we are just warming up for one of the greatest booms we've ever seen in that sector. And now, guys, when I say the greatest booms we've ever seen, things take time, right? You got to understand the market itself. If you have this image in your mind of AMC or GameStop, if you have that in your mind about what gold's going to do, then that's not reality, right? That's like the 0.01% of the market that does these big, massive short squeeze. And then guess what happens after the short squeeze? It comes back down. You don't want the big, massive spike. Yes, people make a lot of money with that, but people lose a lot of money. I know some people right now that made a lot of money on the spike with Ethereum, and now they're losing a lot of money. So you don't want the big spike. Big spikes in markets mean bubbles. And then most of the time, these bubbles come crashing down. Look at GameStop. Look at what AMC did, right? We had this big, massive pullback. You don't want that. So if you're thinking in your mind right now, guys, big, massive boom coming means tomorrow we're going to see a massive spike. That's not how the market works, right? So please neutralize your journey. It's okay. What I mean, boom, things take time, right? Things take time for things to unfold. Yeah, now, yes, you're going to go through periods when you're going to start to see some really big moves, but you just never know when that's going to happen. So when I say over this decade, I don't know, we could be going through a massive boom 12 months from now and just going crazy, right? We just never know. But I truly believe, guys, that the cycle that we're seeing right now, and I have spent, countless hours of study and so on and so forth. Over the last 16 years, guys, I've been trading the markets now for 16 years myself. And my first 5 years, I lost $250,000. Some of that was borrowed money, and some of that was my money. And it wasn't until I started to figure some of this stuff out that I became a good trader, and I make good money now from trading. But guys, thinking about gold and silver and the big picture and the mining stocks for investing purposes, that's where my money is for investing purposes, like buy and hold long term. I truly believe we're going to see a massive mining boom again. Now, why? Why do I say that, guys? Well, a few things. Firstly, inflation. Guys, as inflation picks up, what's that going to do to cost and services? And what's that likely to do to the mining sector? Just with inflation alone. You tell me, guys. And we know we're in the period now of inflation. Inflation has just started. We're now in the first few innings of inflation. We know inflation is here to stay, and it's only probably going to get better or worse and worse and worse. Right? We know where we are right there. And so when what was that? Aren't you the guy who didn't buy the March drop? I'm not sure what you mean by didn't buy the March drop. Yeah. So I definitely bought last year's March drop. Yeah, when the market crashed, I bought the hell out of it. Anyway. So guys, inflation is going to be picking things up. But guys, if you look at things from a cycle perspective, okay, and you think of this from a cycle perspective, the last 10 years, mining sector and gold and silver really haven't been doing well, okay, because we haven't gone through a mining boom. Guys, I'm here in Australia, right? I'm an Australian. I live here in Australia. It's Sunday morning for me right now. Right now, it's 5:20 in the morning, and I'm doing this live stream for you. I'm just so excited right now, guys. I'm up at 4 o'clock on a Sunday morning, looking at the market, thinking about the markets, guys, because I live, eat, and breathe this shit, right? Because this is my livelihood. This is how I feed my kids. And I'm just so excited about the opportunities that are happening right now. And so, guys, if we look at things from a cycle perspective, we go through these periods of things are quiet and things are exciting. So if we look at the cycles, right? So the last 10 years we haven't gone through a mining boom. It's been very, very quiet. And so right here in Australia, guys, again, we are starting to heat up. We're starting to heat up, and the mining sector is just starting to heat up. And so for the last 10 years, that sector's been really, really quiet. So guys, we go through these cycles, right, in life. When things are really, really quiet for quite some time, we generally get a very, very active period. And so when we generally get a very, very active period, guess what? We just go through cycles, like cycles go through booms and busts and so on and so forth. And so I just see that what's happening right now, this is the start. This is the start of one of the greatest mining booms we've ever seen. And it's through this decade, and if I'm going to look back, if I'm going to place my positions right now, my investing positions, and I look at the mining sector, I honestly believe we are going to see one of the greatest booms we've ever seen. And right now we're just inside the first couple of innings, right? And so that's basically what I see happening through the mining sector. Got to keep your greens, guys. Got to keep your greens. So inflation. But just remember, guys. Remember, things take time, right? Things take time. Please don't be in such a rush. Please don't be in such a rush. And if gold goes down 1 or 2 days, and like with the last 6 months, right? Prior to the last month, right? But the last 6 months, we've actually seen what? Last 6 months, we saw a big pullback, and people were freaking out because you're so short-term focused. That short-term focus, guys, was the biggest default. This guy, over my trading career, I've been so short-term focused because I wasn't thinking about the long-term moves. Gold was just gone through a really healthy big pullback in that big long-term bull market, and now I believe we're starting to see that next move up from there. I honestly believe that. And so, guys, that's what I'm seeing right now when it comes to gold and when it comes to the mining sector. Just looking at the fundamentals and looking at what's happening right now, we are starting one of the greatest mining booms we've ever seen in history. And for investing purposes, guys, like long-term buy and hold, that's where my money is. The bulk of my money right now, guys, right now anyway, and I had the right to change my mind. The bulk of my money is actually in the mining sector when it comes to buy and hold long term, and so that's what I see there, guys. Wealth is going to be generated massively through the gold, silver, and the mining sector, guys. I honestly believe that. I truly believe we are there. But guys, remember, when I'm saying the bulk of my money right now, and I have a lot of money in that sector right now, in the mining sector, I say that, guys, but I also understand that things take time, right? We go through sideways phases. We go through pullbacks in the markets. We go through massive booms. And it's important that if you're investing for long-term in the markets, that you let the market be. Like, don't get so caught up on the day-by-day activity. Right, let it go. Because as you see, when the market swings like it does, and then suddenly 12 months, 2 years later, the market's making a massive boom, and you're like, oh man, if I just held on to these things, it would have been really, really good. And so, and that's the reason why, guys, for me personally, I love looking at gold and silver. I'm heavily invested in all of that right now. Myself. So that's the first thing, guys, that I really wanted to sort of focus on when it comes to what's happening right now moving forward. Plus also, guys, this is what I really believe this. I honestly believe that we are going through a cashless society, right? We are going to a cashless society, and we're going to go to a digital currency. Now, I believe that gold is going to play a major part of that role in there somehow. I believe gold is going to play a major part of that role. Now there could be a gold backing digital currency. In the next 20 years, there will be no such thing as cash, right? We know it's slowly going away right now, and it's happening at a much more rapid rate. The way that they're printing money right now, it's like it's like it's going out of fashion. But gold backing digital currency, guys, a gold backing digital currency, it just makes sense to me. And the thing is, this, guys, is that I watch what people do, organizations, countries do, and not what they say. Why are countries buying up, and they have been for a long time, gold, if gold's going to be completely useless? Gold's never completely useless. And I believe gold there will be part of a major, major, major part of whatever happens to add value to that thing that we create, right? Because if we have like a digital currency, but there's no value to that, it's just a digital currency, right? There's no value to it. But if we have a digital currency and it's backed by gold, now we're talking value, right? We're going back to the days where we actually had, gold backing something, so it had value behind it. Because if you just had digital currency, but you can just keep printing the digital currency, then it's just like fiat money, right? There's no really value behind it. It's like if you can keep producing that. And so that's what I see when it comes to gold. And for me, guys, for me personally, gold right now, I have a minimum target of 3,000 on gold. And that's where I see gold going. It's probably going to go a lot higher over the next 3 or 4 years, especially as inflation picks up more and more. Man, gold is just going to go crazy, absolutely crazy, guys. So that's what I'm seeing right there, guys. When it comes to gold mining stocks, greatest wealth opportunities, guys. I truly believe. If we just think about investing like we buy a house. When you buy a house, you don't want to sell the next day, right? So I see that with the mining sector. Now, not with all mining stocks. There are a few mining stocks you want to be alert of, and you don't want to load. You don't want to put all your money in just one stock, right? You want to spread it across, because there's amazing opportunities happening all around the world, right? All around the place. When it comes to gold, silver, mining sector, and the inflation. But guys, I also want to talk about the equity market right now. Guys, right now, the equity market, we are in the middle of one of the greatest booms we've ever seen in history. In the middle, not towards the end. And even in the equity market, in stocks, they're different stocks and so on and so forth. But I honestly believe, look at it right now. Look at the money, the currency that they've been putting into this system. And so 0% interest rates, look at all the currency that's been put in the system. And even right now, saving rates are still massively high. What does that mean? People still haven't been spending money. Wait till another couple of months happens. Wait till the second or the third and fourth quarter of this year, where people start to become more confident that things are opening up and everything's okay, and they start to become more confident, and they start to spend those savings. Because as you know, savings spiked massively. Savings absolutely massively spiked, and so a lot of that currency that was created is still on the sidelines. Wait till that then starts to come back into it. And now on the sidelines, what I mean by that is that a lot of it, people saved so much, and the savings hasn't really gone down a lot for people's savings there. Like, we're getting inflation now. Imagine when people start to become more confident that things are okay and things are starting opening back up, and then they really want to unleash it. And then they're doing more stimulus as well too. It's crazy, guys. It's crazy. Right now, we are in the middle of one of the greatest bull markets we've ever seen, not towards the end. We went through COVID last year, and if you were watching it, and if you were watching my stuff last year, you'll know that I started buying the crap out of it when we were going through the COVID stuff. But right now, with 0% interest rates, all the printing of money, and also the people's savings, guys, this whole thing's going to come rushing in, and we are just going to see like one of the greatest booms we've ever seen in history come into the stock market. Right now, guys, I honestly believe, and this is not for every stock, so you still need to do your research to make sure you're buying good quality stocks. This is where your understanding of the markets, right? It's things that I teach about how to read the charts properly and how to look for good quality setups. And for the last few days, I've been actually showing you some stocks when it comes to some tech stocks that I'm looking at, even some mining stocks that I'm actively in right now or looking at. There's many. If you watch my videos for the last few days, you know that, right? But right now, guys, this is the greatest opportunity to make massive amounts of wealth. That won't last forever. There will come a time, guys. There will come a time where the Fed has to start to put the brakes on what's happening right now. Put the brakes on when it comes to the markets. They're going to start to raise the interest rates, and that's going to start to cause the market to top out. But apart from that, guys, we are going to, like, now through the end of the year, I honestly believe we are in the middle of the greatest opportunity. And right now is the greatest opportunity to do really, 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 really well in life. And it's just getting started. Like, guys, I look at the tech sector, right? The tech sector. I look at the Nasdaq, and actually, I can't show you my screen, but I can't show you my screen, but I'll just look at the Nasdaq as an example. And the Nasdaq, I have a target on the Nasdaq. Let's see here. It's just, guys, I'm telling you right now, this is just absolutely just crazy. And guys, I have so much money in these markets right now. And yes, the wealthy are going to keep getting wealthier. Why? Because they position themselves for once they understand what's happening right now. There's a bonfire underneath these markets. And these idiots that are still calling this bear market, and the idiots are still calling crashes, yes, we may get a correction of 10% or more. If we did that, that'll be a layup. I'd buy hock the house. Layup, right? So where did I say? I think it was, I'm looking at the Nasdaq futures right now. I just, for some reason, I can't share my screen. I don't know how to do that. So forgive me, guys. I'm just, if you want to look at some numbers, I'm looking at the Nasdaq future right now, and I'll give you some numbers when it comes to the Nasdaq future, which Nasdaq futures are almost actually breaking out. Yeah, 16,000. Yep, I thought so. So 16,000. I honestly believe we're going to see a 16,000 print on the Nasdaq. Right now we're at like 13,000 something, almost 14,000. Parabolic move, guys. I honestly believe that. We have this massive bonfire underneath these markets, and this is just going to go nuts, absolute nuts. Inflation is going to continue to pick up. And as I said before, guys, especially with all these savings that are still on the sidelines, yes, they print a lot of money, but people save that. When they start to become more confident, oh my goodness, imagine inflation then, which is only going to do what? Especially that mining sector. You wait. Oh my goodness, guys. Guys, can you guys give me a yes in the chat box if you can see if you can understand what I'm saying here and why I'm so excited? Because the fundamentals behind these markets is one of the greatest bonfires underneath these markets that we've ever seen experience. And it's one of the greatest opportunities over the next maybe 6-12 months or maybe more to take advantage of one of the greatest bonfires we've seen in these markets. And it's exciting. It really, really, really is. Right? But remember, guys, things take time, right? It's not like one day they're going to be massive spike like an AMC, GameStop. It just slowly goes up, and then we have a bit of a sideways phase, and then we slowly go up. Guys, you guys can absolutely crush it. I promise you guys. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. You know, I promise you guys, you can absolutely crush it. And you know, and people say like, guys, if you need some help, like just go get my free trading course I'm giving away. Go to johnsfreegift.com. Johns, JOHNS freegift.com. I'm giving away a free trading course. And in that trading course, guys, I'm going to teach you about the biggest mistakes you're making and how to read the charts and trading systems and all that sort of stuff. If you need help, just go get it for free, right? johnsfreegift.com. Again, it's just I'm giving it away for free. Just go get the free help. And if yes, I do have other things for sale, like my coaching program, stuff like that. But if you don't want to join that, you don't have to do anything like that, guys. Just go get the free help, all right? But just go get the help. Go understand this sort of stuff, because it's one of the greatest opportunities we've ever seen before. Again, that's Johns, JOHNS, johnsfreegift.com. And when you go there, just register. You'll get membership access, and then I'll send you the complete trading course, and you'll get access to it. I think something like 12 videos or something like that in there. Just go. And so, guys, I'm telling you right now, just a quick recap for you guys that are just logging in right now. Firstly, when it comes to gold and silver and the mining sector, I truly believe, especially the gold junior stocks, right? The gold junior stocks, that GDXJ chart, guys, to me, oh my goodness, guys, this is just, it's one of the greatest. Let me actually, let me bring up the GDXJ chart. Again, guys, I apologize. I don't know how to show the screen with this YouTube software. And so I'm looking at the GDXJ chart, guys, like the gold junior stocks right now. Right now, we're trading at 53.21. That's the exact price we're trading at. Once we start to break above, once we start to break above the previous highs, which was 65. Once we start to break above the $65 level on the gold junior stocks, guys, then that's going to be the key. That's the thing that I'm looking for. That's telling me we are now starting or continuing a very, very, very nice big bull market. And once we start to break above 65, then I see that's going to be the nice continuation to see an all-time new high print. Now, all-time new high is at 180. That all-time new high, guys, it may not happen to 2025. Like, I'm just trying to neutralize your journey. When I say, oh my goodness, when it breaks 65, it's going to 180, the GDXJ. Yeah, but I want to neutralize your journey. It's like, okay, my expectations is by 2025 that you'll be able to see that. You know what I mean? So neutralize your journey, guys. But the wealth created through that, especially in options. Oh my goodness, guys. I love trading options. Even when some of these longer term stuff that I do, I'm a very, very, very big option guy. Now, guys, I'm already, fair disclaimer, I'm already actually in the GDXJ right now. I bought it last year. So, guys, we are in the greatest bull markets, and one of the worst things that you can do, guys, is one of the worst things you can do in this market right now is be a bumblebee. Don't be a bumblebee, all right? No bumblebees allowed. What is a bumblebee? A bumblebee is getting freaked out by 1 day or 1 week worth of movement in the markets. Relax, guys, all right? Jump on some really good trends, like I've talked about in the last few videos. Look at the big weekly trends. Make sure you're jumping on a nice, good weekly trend and let it go. Let it move. Let it boom. Right? Don't be a bumblebee, because things get volatile. But as you can see, the big wealth is going to be created by holding stuff, not jumping in and jumping out the next day. If you get in today and suddenly, oh my goodness, it went down 2% today and you're freaking out. Don't be like that. That's not, you're not going to capitalize on these massive moves that are happening. Like I look at my portfolio of positions right now, and my greatest opportunities have come from just buying and hold them, guys. And it's so important to stay emotionally calm throughout this period. It's so important just to do that. Now, guys, yeah, so don't be jumping around, right? Do your research, stay calm, find some good positions, jump in it and let it go. Jump in it and let it go. Now, there also, on the counter side of that, there also must be a point, guys. There needs to be a point within that position to say, okay, then I'm now getting out. If once this market does this sort of thing, I'm now getting out. And from that, you just need to move on and find something else. So there's been an update today, guys, on the markets. Just a quick recap. I'm seeing this is going to be the decade for the miners and metal sector. I really believe that. And right now, at least for the next short term, maybe next 6 months, 12 months, I see one of the greatest booms we've ever seen when it comes to the stock market, when it comes to equities. And guys, yeah, I just see that this is one of the greatest opportunities we've ever seen, guys. And and I am putting literally so much money into these markets right now because of what's happening. And again, yes, guys, we can get a correction in the markets. Now, if we got a 10 to 15% correction in the stock market right now, guys, which is possible, right? That's going to be a layup. That's going to be a layup for the upside. Because, oh my goodness, guys, if that happens, bring up the truck. Bring up the truck, because that's going to be a layup. That's going to be like Michael Jordan out in the open, right? I got Michael Jordan in my mind right now because I just finished watching again. Anyway, I watched it again. Finished watching The Last Dance, the TV, the series on Netflix. The whole lot. I just finished watching the whole lot again. Because I finished listening to Relentless and also Winning from one of Michael Jordan's coaches. I think Groover, I think his name is. I forget his name. And so I now went and watched that series again. So this is what I'm saying right now, guys. And right now, at least for the short term, guys, we are in one of the greatest opportunities, right? Don't be trying to call a top in these markets. Don't be like one of these bumblebees out there right now who just want to keep calling the tops, right? No. Yes, we can get corrections, but correction is not a top in the market. Correction's a layup for massive growth. Look what happened last year, guys, when the market corrected. When the market corrected last year, you guys know, right? Actually, my main YouTube video, you'll be able to see that video where I was like, well, this thing's crashing, but man, this thing's about to make a massive move up, and I caught a good chunk of it. I didn't capture the whole lot, but I caught a good chunk of it. And again, guys, there's many opportunities out there right now, especially the tech sector, like Amazon. Oh my goodness, Amazon. Like, I'm looking at so many things right now. Amazon, Adobe. I really like Adobe right now. I'm actually in Adobe myself. I got in Adobe last week. I'm in the mining sector right now. I'm actually the tech sector. I'm in Microsoft right there as well too. And Newscrest Mining. Newscrest Mining. I gotta say Newscrest Mining. What did I say Newscrest Mining for? It's not Newscrest Mining. I always say that. It's like you guys picked me up on that on my on my video yesterday. It's like, it's not Newscrest Mining, John. So let me it's Newmont Corporation. Newmont Corporation. I would say Newscrest Mining. Oh my goodness. NEM. That particular stock, right? NEM. Yeah, whatever. So anyway, guys, again, go to johnsfreegift.com if you'd like a free trading course and some free help understanding these markets, the biggest mistakes you're making, some chart reading strategies, trading systems, and all that sort of stuff. I'm just giving away a free trading course. Johns, JOHNS, freegift.com, and you'll be able to get a free trading course there. And yes, you can upgrade if you want to later on, and maybe get access to some coaching and stuff like that. And yes, obviously I have that for sale. It's not there. But if you don't want to do it, if you don't want to become part of the coaching program and stuff that I have available, then don't even look at that sort of stuff. Just get out. I've got a free training course that really walks you through and gives you some help there, right? I'm giving it away for free. Just go get the help, right? You have no excuses of how to learn this sort of stuff when it comes to the biggest mistakes you're making, how to read the charts properly, some good trading systems, and so on and so forth. NEM. Yeah, so I'm looking at NEM, guys, and yeah, I did a video yesterday on NEM. So yeah, we can see that. But guys, don't be trading in fear. All right, don't be trading in fear. And guys, I'm telling you right now, like when it comes to Bitcoin and stuff like that, guys, like I tell you, when it comes to Bitcoin, me personally, guys, I don't feel comfortable investing long-term in Bitcoin. I don't feel comfortable investing long-term in the crypto market. That's just me. I don't feel comfortable doing that right now, because we've already made massive moves. The whole analogy, guys, like when it comes to my money, like I want my money I want to keep building generational wealth for me and my kids, right? And so there's no way and the whole fundamental thing, guys, of chasing something when it's already made a massive moves doesn't set well with me. I just don't like that. Because I know there's a great opportunity when something goes from 10,000 to 60,000. That's not a bubble. No wonder we're seeing the pullback we're seeing in crypto market right now. Right? It's no wonder we're seeing that. And so guys, I'm not a bull or bear with the crypto market. I'm a massive bull long term in the crypto market, yeah. But after the washing away comes, but we may see a big move up in Bitcoin and the crypto markets again, and then we see the washing away period. But there's going to become a washing away period, guys. Mark my words, there will become a washing away period. There's too many cryptos out there right now. Too many cryptos out there right now. It's like it's nuts. Every person that I see is creating a coin right now. It's like, here, coin this, coin that, coin this, coin that. This new coin this, and trade this cryptocurrency and buy this cryptocurrency. It's like, golly, it's just everywhere. Crypto. It's like, no. When you see that, guys, when most people are greedy, be fearful. And I'm seeing it right now with my mates. People are just. And so for me personally, guys, I'm not in the crypto market right now. And call me crazy, but that's just me. I'd rather put my money in other things that I see have the much greater opportunity of doing really well, which is like some mining stocks, and gold and silver and stuff like that. It's just like, that's where I see it. And then also some really good opportunities in the equity market as well too. And some things the things that I've talked about there. But guys, right now, there's just too much stuff happening out there right now in the crypto market for me to want to become a buy and holder of it. I will trade it. Yeah. I'll look for a good short-term trade based on my short-term trading system. And I'll look for a good trading opportunity, but there's no way I'm going to buy and hold this thing. No way. Not right now. I'm going to put like $500,000 or $1 million into a market. There's no way I'm going to be doing that to cryptos right now. Even 100 grand. It's like, I'm not, no way. That's just not me, right? Because things are massively high. There will become a washing away period, guys, where you see a lot of these cryptocurrencies that you're seeing right now. You're going to have experiences like what we saw in the dot-com days, right? .com, internet, new thing, new invention, massive boom, thousands of companies. That's what happened. A massive pullback, 80-90% pullback. We had a washing away of a lot of these companies out there. A few were left, right? A good handful were left, And out of that good handful, only a few of those really made it really made it long term. That's my strategy. That's what I'm going to come in. I'm going to come in when there's blood in the streets. Right? Because for long-term buy and hold, that's when you want to invest, right? You want to invest when no one wants to become part of it. The worst thing you can do is start to buy something when it's already gone from 10,000 to 60,000 and everyone's talking about it. And so for me, guys, I'm call me crazy, and I may miss out on a very big upward move again. I may miss out on that, but I still see, for my return on my investment, for opportunities, I see better opportunities in other sectors right now for long-term growth. And I'm not gonna be putting my money into something that I see I can get I see a higher probability chance of getting a higher return on my money on another sector, like such as the mining sector. If I look at the next 10 years, I see that there's going to be a massive washing away period. We're going to see probably what's 10,000 coins out there. That's just nuts, guys, right? Nuts. 8, 9, 10,000 coins out there. It's like, guys, you're gonna see thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of coins get washed away because they get in the next complete meltdown. Right? Just like when Bitcoin went to 20 and then it went all the way down to 3, and then we went through another big bull. We're gonna see that. And the guys, when there's blood in the streets, and we see this massive crypto, a massive crypto pullback, that's when I'm going to be going into it, right? Because now that's the time for me to say, okay, now I can buy this for the next 10, 20 years. Because yes, some of these cryptos we're seeing right now, maybe even newer ones, are going to come on. That's the time for me to buy, long-term buy and hold. That's the time for me to start to see some big upward moves. By the way, guys, if you wonder what's in here, this is a whole bunch of greens. I got a whole bunch of vitamins like vitamin C and vitamin B, vitamin D. It's a drink that I drink throughout the day. And so that's what I'm drinking. So, guys, I see so much opportunity right now in the mining sector, even in equity markets. But I don't want to become part of buy and hold anyway on the cryptos until I see blood in the streets. When I see blood in the streets, guys, that's the time that I want to be loading up. And then that's the time, yes, you're going to see crazy returns. And I truly believe, guys, it's like buying stocks in 2009, right? Buying stocks in 2009 and what we experienced 10 years later. If you just wait, and I may be wrong, I may be right, I don't know, but this is what I'm doing. When I wait for that complete meltdown, that complete just, washing away, if I go have an account and I go buy the top 20 cryptos out there and just buy and hold. And I say, you know what, I'm in this for 10, 20 years. I believe you're likely to see in at least some of those anyway, those cryptos that you buy in that big washing away period, you're going to see gains like you've seen in the equity market back when if you bought stocks in 2009, what we're seeing now. Now, it may take a while for that to build because that's the way the markets work, right? You have a big boom, you have a big bust, and you have a stabilizing period. And when you get the stabilizing period, then guess what? Then you go for a big boom again. That's exactly what happened even with cryptos, right? Bitcoin went to 20, then it went down to 3, and then it did nothing for 2 years, and then they went through a big boom. It's just cycle stuff. The stock market, even the property market did that, right? You saw the big boom up into 2008, 2007, 2008, the property crashed. It went sideways for a few years. 2012, the property market picked up. The market does this all the time. And so you see this all the time. Like you even see it this on the big picture. You see this happening with gold, right? Gold had a big massive move. Gold pulled back. Gold spent 4, 5, 6 years going sideways, and now we're just starting another leg up. It's just a pattern, right? It's just the way the markets work, and the way that things are pointing out. And so, guys, this is what I'm doing. And right now, there's amazing opportunities in the equity market, right? And guys, that's why I'm so excited, and for you guys as well too. And for you guys, I'm so excited for you guys because it's like, if you just see what's happening right now in the equity market on the short term, it's like, oh my goodness, let's take advantage of this. What's happening in the equity market? Let's take advantage of what's happening in gold and silver and some of the mining stocks, right? On investing and also trading, right? If you know how to trade, the markets as well too. Good trading setups. Oh my goodness, guys, there's so many amazing setups that are happening right now. Oh geez, I'm burping all over the place here. Burp. Right? There's so many opportunities out there, guys. It really, really is. And then in the long term, guess what? When there's blood in the streets happening with the crypto market, that's going to be one of the greatest buying opportunities. And then there's so many amazing buying opportunities, guys, in the markets. Just be smart about that and be patient for these things to unfold. Meaning, if you're in some positions right now, be patient and wait for those things to unfold. Things may take 6, 12 months, 2 years to unfold. Just like people were patient. If you're patient in Bitcoin, you had to wait 2 years to see Bitcoin go from 5,000 to 65,000. So just be patient for these things to unfold, right? Don't be so, I need to make money now. I need to make money now. I need to make money now. Because one of the biggest mistakes, guys, that I've made in my trading career, and I've been trading now for 16 years, full-time trading for 10, is one of the greatest mistakes that I've made is always trying to get the money now and not capitalizing on the long-term growth. It's the biggest mistake that I've always made. Now, I'm not making them now. I'm obviously long-term buy and hold. I've got a long-term buy and hold with a lot of stuff going on right now. Guys, can you guys give me a yes in the chat box if you've been really enjoying the points that I'm making right now and some things that I've been talking about. Just my point of view of things and maybe some things to think about when it comes to that. I just would like I just like to see what you guys, if you're really enjoying me, just again, this is just me raw and real and me seeing how I'm seeing things. And what's happening in the markets, and I'd like just to share some things with you, and hopefully, or maybe some of these things that rub off on you, and you can start to see things a bit differently as well. All right, fantastic, guys, fantastic. I appreciate that. I'm really again, this is the first time I've done this live stream, so I'm really enjoying it. So guys, don't be a bull and bear in anything. Just look at the opportunities, right? And I see major short-term opportunities over the next 6, 12 months in equity markets. Long-term opportunities this decade for miners and metals. And there will be coming amazing opportunities in the crypto markets. Guys, how can you not be excited about these opportunities? Right? How could you not be excited about it? So again, guys, if you go to John's, JOHNS, freegift.com, johnsfreegift.com, I'm giving away a free trading course. You can just get free access to that. And yeah, I'm giving away a free course, and on that free course, you'll be able to start to see, you'll be able to start to get some help if you need some help understanding this sort of stuff when it comes to markets and so on and so forth. So let me answer some questions now, guys. I hope that you can see what I'm saying here, guys, and why I'm so excited about these markets. I really, really am. both from a trading perspective and both from an investing perspective as well too. There's so many amazing opportunities. Why US banks are buying real estate like crazy? Interest rates. So why is everyone buying real estate like crazy? Oh man, I've almost finished this thing. This is a 1.5 liters, by the way, guys. I've almost finished drinking this. Macro market correction will happen if Fed changes the policy. That's actually one of the biggest things, guys, you need to keep an eye out for. That's gonna put a dampening on this massive bonfire that's in the equity market is interest rates. If interest rates do start to go up, it's gonna put a pressure on equity. So because it's a teeter-totter. Interest rates up puts pressure on equities. Interest rates down puts a bonfire under there. So whenever if the Fed does start to raise interest rates, guys, then that's a sign of a bit of a pressure in the markets. Right now, they're not doing that. And then they're just throwing all this stuff at the markets. Yeah, with all 0% interest rates, guys, and trillions of dollars printed money, bonfire. Take advantage of it because it won't be here forever. You might only have another 6 or 12 months of this massive, crazy move we're in right now. And then the Fed's going to start to raise interest rates, and then yes, I truly believe we're going to see a massive secular year bear market in equities. Secular year bear market, because most people don't even understand. Most people have never lived through that sort of stuff. So I truly believe then after we've experienced one of the greatest bull markets in history, we're going to see one of the greatest crashes in history, or one of the greatest bear markets in history, at least. Anyway, so that's just the way I see it. So guys, there's two different opportunities in these markets right now. There's investing and there's trading. Please don't mix them up as well too. Okay, if you're in an investing position like I do, I have investing positions, then let them go. And don't be trying to time the market and stuff like that. No, just buy and let it go. But good quality setups as well too. Everything will be sold of everything. Interest rates increase, turns, the stocks can still go up, but with wall of worry. Yeah, West Coast collectibles. You're exactly right there. What generally happens if you study history, and I study Ray Dalio stuff, so I have to thank him for this. One thing, by reading his Big Debt Crises and looking at history through all the crashes, when we start to raise interest rates, we're roughly around 12 months from the top in the markets. Just like back, when Trump was elected and they started to raise interest rates, right? 2017. When did we start to peak out? We started to peak out what? 2018. So now the caveat on that is how fast they raise interest rates. If they go from 0 to 1% and not 0, 25 basis points, or quarter, half, 3/4, 1. If they do that slowly, stepping up, then yeah, it's going to be slow. But if they start to jack it up fast because of inflation's gone out of control and they're trying to slow it down, yeah, that's going to put a massive brake on the market real quick. So if they slowly raise the interest rates, it's going to be about a year later when they start to raise interest rates. It's going to put a dampening on the markets. If inflation's gone way out of control and hence everything's just gone crazy, and they're trying to put a massive brake on it, and they start to they start to jack it up to 1% or 2% really, really quickly, which would be detrimental. you're going to see a massive sudden break in these equity markets. And yeah, it's going to be all over from there. So they're the different scenarios there. But generally speaking, guys, through all the times in history, and if you look at any of these times in history, that's the number one thing you must be watching out for is the interest rates. Watch what they do. 1929 stock market bubble. Guess what? The 1929 stock market bubble, the government created the same situation that's happening right now, where there was no other place for people to go apart from equities at that time. And so that's the reason why we had the 1929 stock market bubble. But guess what, guys? Through 1928, I think it was, the Fed started raising interest rates, which started putting pressure on the markets. The 2000 bubble, right? 2000 tech bubble. Guess what the government, guess what the Fed was doing leading up into the tech bubble? They started to raise interest rates about 12 to 15 months prior. So if you're looking at something that's going to cause this market to start to be unbalanced and start to maybe overall peak out and not just a pullback like we've been experiencing in the Dow and we've been experiencing in tech sector and so on and so forth, it's going to be that one thing there. That one thing, guys, is going to be the interest rates. And we haven't even started to raise interest rates. So again, 1998 and 1999, they started to raise interest rates. And then that's when things just started to do that, right? They started to raise it to try to calm it down. It's the exact same thing they're going to do right now. So guys, that's why I see just so many amazing opportunities are happening right now. There's a massive bonfire. Again, guys, initially right now on the shorter term, next 6 to 12 months, equity markets just bonfire right now. The next 5-10 years, as things completely start to unfold, metals and miners. And then there will become an opportunity where we see a complete 90% washout in the crypto market, and there's going to be amazing opportunity to buy there. Guys, can you guys give me a thumbs up or give me a yes in the chat box if you can understand the reason why I am so personally excited right now more than ever. In my last 16 years of trading these markets, I'm now more excited than ever of what's happening right now. If you understand what I'm explaining here about the opportunities that are right in front of our face, and if we can just take advantage of them, oh my goodness, this next 5 years, guys, is going to be this next decade is going to be one of the greatest, massive transformational wealths that we've ever seen. And we can start to see these things from equities to miners and metals to even the crypto market. Oh my goodness. So don't be afraid of this, guys. Don't be listening to the naysayers out there with the crash and so on and so forth. Yes, we are going to see a massive crash in the markets after we've seen a massive bubble. We're halfway there, guys. And I'll tell you right now, the tech sector is one that hasn't been doing much. Nasdaq hasn't been doing much. Amazon, Netflix. And when things go quiet, it's called the calm before the storm. You watch, guys, third and fourth quarter. Watch the tech sector. Oh my goodness. Gonna go nuts. As I said before, with the Nasdaq, I have a 16,000 target. That may even happen by the end of this year. I don't know. The way that I'm looking at this Nasdaq right now, it's crazy. I love it, guys. I absolutely love it. So much wealth is going to be created, guys. Now, this next few years, this decade, is going to be so much wealth created. Just on a caveat there, guys, just make sure you're buying good companies, you know. And if you don't even look at the fundamentals of a company, just make sure you're jumping on something that's in a good, strong upward trend. That's all. You know, look at the weekly chart, make sure it's making a good trending, a good trend. Wait for a good nice good dip or a nice breakout on that particular stock. Like I've talked, if you've been watching my videos for this last week, guys, I've talked about looking at the weekly charts, jumping on those big trends. You know, if you're not sure about it, just look for something that's already in a big upward trend. You don't want to invest in something that's already just going sideways, right? You want to wait for something that's actually in a good trend. And a lot of these stocks, NVIDIA, Adobe, that's actually starting to break out into a good upward trend. Reason why I'm actually in Adobe right now myself. Amazon is almost breaking out, and when Amazon does break out, that's now starting to me a new bull trend. And Amazon, hey Mikey, Amazon. Let's have a look at Amazon here. In this particular market here, I have a target on Amazon. Let's have a look. I'll give you guys some numbers here. So we have the major resistance, and then we have the major support down there. So once Amazon, once Amazon starts to break above its highs, guys. So once Amazon starts, we've been channeling for the last 6 months or so. Calm before the storm. Wait for it. Explosion about to happen. Once Amazon starts to break above 3,600, then I believe we are on our way up to what's that there? About 4,000. Call it 4,200. That's probably where it's got likely. That's my target. So once we can start to break out of this level here now, guys, on Amazon, again, I apologize. I don't know how to bring this, doing this live stream and looking at the charts as well. I don't know how to do it. But if you can just look at the charts, maybe when I'm doing this sort of stuff as well too, then you can, you'll be able to see that. So Amazon's been channeling now for quite some time, almost 12 months. We've had a lot of time going sideways. It's had a lot of resting phase, a lot of resting period. So once Amazon starts to break above its highs again, especially right now, we've been holding quite strong around the 3,200 level. So if we start to break above previous highs and we start to see a 3,600, then there's probably going to be a nice move back up towards, we're probably likely to see that's where I believe, guys, it's likely to go to. I don't believe it's likely to stop there. I believe we actually could see even a lot more higher prices in that when it comes to Amazon. So that's just one stock, guys, I'm thinking about right now that I see could go for another nice move there. Amazon. All right, guys. So let me just that's just again, guys. But once Amazon does break out, we're now starting a new trend. Amazon's been doing nothing sideways, so it's been a bad time to invest in Amazon at that time. West Coast. That's so true. You never want to be so biased one way. You just want to be looking at the fundamentals. And for me personally, guys, I'm not anything mania. I'm okay. Where is the greatest opportunity? Where can I put my money to work? That's probably likely to give me the greatest opportunity right now. And much more conservative opportunities as well too. It's where I'm looking for conservative sort of places to put my money. I'm not looking for I'm not looking to throw my money away. No. Phil says, here in the UK, I can see the FTSE 100 dropping 20 to 30% before November. Really? When the big buys usually come in? Maybe you might see that. But by November, where are we now? June, July, August, September, October, November. Okay, so yeah, you got 5 months. Maybe I don't know what I don't know what the UK situation is, so I can't really put my thoughts onto that. I could talk about the US market because that's where I mainly invest, and the fundamentals behind all of that. So yeah, so EV stocks. Remember, guys, don't be so biased on anything out there. Just look for great opportunities, whether it's the crypto market or whether it's equity markets right now, guys. There's so much opportunity out there right now. Just this is where you're doing your analysis, doing your research, going through different stocks, looking at really good opportunities is going to just pay dividends for you guys. What do you think about leverage, gold, silver, ETFs like AGQ? I don't think, if you wanted to, me personally, I don't. Equities is leverage. You want to be careful of leverage, guys. The way that I leverage my positions is I buy the options, because I know that if I have 5% of my account or 10% of my account in a particular market, I know that's leverage because it's options, but I know that's my maximum risk as well too. So I can't blow up my entire account, but I can still get the leverage through the option. So just be careful with leverage, guys, because leverage can blow you out of the water really quick. We do get a correction in the markets, a 10 to 15% correction in the markets. That could be enough to blow you out of the market. And before you know it, then the market, you get your margin call, you get taken out, and then before you know it, the market goes back up again, and you're like, damn. And so I personally am not a big margin person when it comes to buying these stocks and buying these markets. I personally love leverage, but I do that through options, and I do that through options where I can place 5 or 10% of my account into one position. I can get a really good growth on that. But also I know that's my maximum risk in the markets. If the whole thing goes belly up and that thing goes to zero, then I know that my account is still protected. And that's the way that I do it as well too. So I can get the upside growth, but also protect my account and not putting, 50% of my account in the markets. So as I said before, guys, if you go to John's, JOHNS freegift.com, johnsfreegift.com, I'm giving away a free trading course, so make sure you go do that. Or if you actually like my help more, if you like to see my trading strategy and stuff like that, then I'm running a webinar right now. If you go to John's, JOHNS livetraining.com, you'll be able to see more about my story and my trading system and all that sort of stuff. So depending on what you want, guys, if you want the free trading course, go to johnsfreegift.com. Guys, just go get the free trading course first. Oh, thanks, Mike. Mike's actually a private client of mine, so I appreciate that, Mike. He's a private client, so guys, as I said before, guys, so just go to johnsfreegift.com, guys. JOHNS. Definitely. John's, JOHNS freegift.com. Again, I'm just giving away a free trading course to get you guys started. That will be probably the starting point if you do need some help, and then from there you can take it there. So thank you so much, guys, for today. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And I hope some things today has really opened up your mind to why this guy is up at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday here right now. So anyway, guys, have a great day, and I'll speak to you real soon.